The settlement in the region of Thailand. Historical evidence for the humans settled in the region of Thailand. Inscriptions. จารึก Inscriptions of ancient records from around the period of the 12th Buddhist century were the primary source of information about the ancient communities and the people who inhabited this land. There were ancient empires such as Tavaravati, Srivijaya, and Chenla of Cambodia. These ancient inscriptions were inscribed with Pallava characters, which were influenced by South Indian script invented by the Pallava dynasty. Linguists named it the Pallava script. Later, it evolved into the post-Pallava script and eventually developed into local scripts such as ancient Khmer alphabet, which were used during the Angkor period. It also evolved into the Kavi script of the Srivijaya kingdom, the Mon script of Haripunjaya kingdom, and other kinds of Thai scripts from around the 19th Buddhist century. The Sukhothai script was possibly influenced by both of the ancient Khmer and ancient Mon alphabets. Archaeological evidence and art history. Archaeologists found a Roman lamp which dated back to the 6th Buddhist century at the Pongtek archaeological site, and also found Tavaravati's stamped coins from the Junpaton Jedi archaeological site, Nakhon Prathom. Historians believe that Nakhon Pathom province was the center of civilization of the Tavaravati kingdom. Chinese documents from Tang dynasty recorded the name of the kingdom as Tolopoti. Archaeologists and art historians were able to estimate the age of the archaeological sites by studying and comparing the structure of ancient remains and objects, as well as using various methods of scientific dating techniques. Records and documents from other nations. Important documents such as ancient scriptures of Nerdesa and Milintapanha, and also the book called Ptolemy's Geography, refer to the existence of ancient states of Takola and Tamberinka in the region of Thailand during the 6th Buddhist century. Later documents were from Sui and Song dynasties, and also documents from Arab and Persian traders, which came to the same conclusion. Ancient status of Thai appear in many Chinese records, such as geographical books, Journal of the Monk, and the most importantly, the history book called the Tang Dynasty, the royal Chambal version that reported the political and social contacts between three main groups, which were Chinese royal court, Chinese traders, and ancient kingdoms in the region of Thailand. Other types of evidence. Some other types of evidence, such as regions regarding ancient communities, were found. Those regions that mention historical events were often told along with stories that were brought from Mahavamsa scripture, the great chronicle of Ceylon or the Jakarta tells. Some examples of the ancient regions are the Chronicle of Yonok Nakapan, the Legend of Kingdom of Pimai, the Legend of the Kingdom of Sri Kotabun, found in the Tale of Pratatpranom, and various versions of the Legend of King Utong. These legends cannot be used as historical evidence or information until they have been proved by examination and comparison with other reliable historical evidence from the same period.